I wake up to a dead dashboard and a red X on a job that's been running green for like 6 weeks. So here's exactly what broke, here's how I found it, and here's what I changed so I never lose 36 hours of data again. So this is the part of building that no one makes content about, but I'm making it because if you're running any automation in production, this will happen to you. I haven't touched this workflow in 6 weeks, so what broke was the environment around the code. And the root cause was an authentication token. I set an initial configuration. 60 days later, the token expired, and the job started failing silently at midnight. And I didn't know for 36 hours because there was no failure alert configured. So here's the exact debugging process in the order that I actually ran it. Step 1 was set actions step debug to true in the repo secrets before I run the job again. So the default GitHub Actions logs give you almost nothing useful. When you have debug mode on, you get the full environment, every variable, every command, every API response, the timing of each step, and the error that showed up as a job failed becomes HTTP 401 on step 3, token rejected at the Supabase authentication endpoint. Step 4 is to configure the alert before you fix the root cause. So before I rotated the expired token, add a notification on job failure using an API. Could have been Slack, could have been anything. So because that secondary is failure, because the secondary failure, which is not knowing for 36 hours, is more damaging than the primary failure, a broken pipeline you know about in 5 minutes is manageable. One you discover 2 days later, after it's corrupted, your metrics history is not manageable. And any automation you deploy to run without you watching it, any cron job, any webhook handler, any scheduled pipeline will eventually break. My job is to build systems that fail loudly enough that I find out first, before the data is wrong, before anyone asks why the dashboard stopped updating, before the trust in the automation erodes. So if you're running automations in your operations, in your business, and the first sign that something broke is when someone asks why the data is wrong, then that's the exact problem I built for. Monitoring built in, alerts that come to you, logs that make sense without a computer science degree, workflows that fail loudly so you know in 5 minutes and not 36 hours.